welcome to another show of Don't Get This Twisted. I am Rob, along with my co-host, as always, Tina. How you doing, Tina?
I am hanging in there, Rob. How you doing?
Oh, I'm getting by.
We were both talking before the show.
Yeah, I'm getting by. Funny, I don't even know how this came up, but I put it on our little list of things to do. And it's probably because I listened to a bunch of other weird shit or podcasts or YouTube or whatever. I get along with a bunch of different things. But one of them was like, obviously it's coming up on the new year since we're past that. And it's coming up, as you hear this episode, it is New Year's Eve, right? Isn't that going to be when this one comes out?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes. So as you're looking at New Year's Eve today or tonight, whenever you're listening to this, our lovely voices, I thought we would do one. It's saying goodbye to 2025, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Get out.
Because I think
run, Forrest.
Look, every year has all of those.
Yeah. Well,
right?
This year started with the fires all around, and everybody losing their homes and things still aren't being built. And life has not gone on in a whole
Pacific
year.
Palisades is going to be low income housing.
Yeah.
Which is a whole other monster with our shitty governor.
Yeah.
Another reason to get the hell out of Dodge. So, look, I think, I don't remember what we did last year for New Year's, but I don't think we did resolutions because we did that the first year we did this.
How many years have we been doing this? How many years ago?
They all kind of blur together now.
Yeah.
But I thought look, because this has been kind of an odd year for me. And that's putting it lightly. Just so many odd things have happened. You start looking at that. You just have to wonder, is anyone looking out for me? Who karma? Maybe it's karma. Maybe I've done some dumb shit and it's finally coming back to get me. Because I have. We've talked about it on the show before. I've been the second in a few relationships, and I don't think that's. I'm sure it's coming back to get me. But I think you start looking at life as you get older, and you wonder how you get through some of these years sometimes because of just everything, and some good, some bad, some definitely ugly. I think all in all, this has been a good year.
Okay.
All in all, there's been some speed bumps and some hiccups for sure. I think, when it comes to relationship wise, and I mean that from every kind of relationship, friendships as well. Weird shit has happened to me. What I would say is a weird friend ended up getting married out of nowhere, which was kind of odd. But now I look at that from the standpoint of, look, people, you don't get a lot of good people in your life. I haven't talked to them in quite a while. I'm going to assume things are going well just because you should assume if you don't know. So you know what, things happen for a reason, whatever that means to you. So, but I thought that would have been more damaging to me, and it kind of wasn't. And I guess that's a kind of a good thing.
Yeah. You know what? With that, there have been times in my life where I've always gone back to this one saying, you don't know what you're being freed from or spared from by not being in the situation that you would have been in.
100%.
And I look at things sometimes and I'm like, shit, thank you. I know it hurt. I didn't want it to be that way ever, but thank you. Thank you for sparing me that lesson. Whatever it was going to be, it was going to suck.
Right. No, and I look at it from the standpoint too, as maybe it's the same for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, and not to like crap on myself, but I think that there is something to that.
Yeah, but you don't need to worry about their shit, just yours. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I agree. But what I'm saying is it's always a two-way street.
Right.
Right. Things happen for reasons, for whatever they're supposed to be, however they go down, whatever it is. Pain is always pain, regardless of what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's really wild. I think my subconscious has been working on like level 1,000 lately. I've been having like insanely weird dreams with people who either I haven't talked to in years or they're dead, which is even weirder. Like having dead people in dreams is very bizarre to me.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it was two people that I traveled the road with wrestling for many years. So I woke up and I was like, what is that trying to tell me? What's my subconscious trying to tell me with having people who aren't here anymore speaking to me?
I wonder, because you said something about if anyone was there for you.
Yeah.
There's I think that there's always somebody there for you, Rob. I've watched you over the years. I know that even when somebody's not walking next to you, somebody's walking with you. I've always felt that of you. And I think you believe that because you've gotten out of things that you wouldn't have gotten out of because nobody was there. And that's, I don't know. I think sometimes you just have to believe. It's no different than when I was in that car accident. And the first thing I thought when I was in it was, one more time, you're by yourself. And then this guy pulls up behind me, holds my hand, takes care of me. And his name ended up being Angel. And then the next guy, the tow truck guy, what was his name? Angel. And then he left a message saying, God puts people in your life so that you're never alone. Like, we need to start listening to those types of signs because you've gotten them too. You just don't, it's either not registering or you're not acknowledging them, but we are not alone. Definitely.
I look, I my history of religion and my, my lack thereof. But I will definitely tell you, we've spoken about it on this show before. It's definitely changed over the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
So, and look, I think everyone is put in a place in our life, either in the past for whatever reason, and currently for whatever reason. That it's undeniable that people come in and out of your lives for whatever reason it is. It's like our good friend that from way back in the day. Just talking to her every blue moon, I think has some little, it's good for everybody. You know what I mean? Mostly in her case, because I think she's definitely like a little lost sheep that sometimes needs to have someone go, hey, just so you know, things will end up getting better at some point, but we all have to do it ourselves. So I think every time the new year comes around, it's always good to look upon what happened. Just because I think you start looking towards the new year with, let's not make these same fucking mistakes.
Yeah, make new ones. Like, right. I'm all for making mistakes, but let's quit making the same fucking ones.
Absolutely. And I think that there's something to be said about timing, right? Timing is everything.
Mm-hmm.
I look at my boy and where he's at in life and what he's trying to do and where his future kind of holds. And every time he talks about like where he wants to be, it's good because I hear him going, "Hey, when I'm gone, when I'm gone,
Mm-hmm.
when I'm gone." So he hasn't really given up yet.
He's manifesting it.
Yeah, I think. Look, I think we have a great relationship with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he needs to prove to himself that he can go on and not live under the thumb of his father.
Mm-hmm.
Where I see the same thing for me. Like he needs to go so I can move in a different direction. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what's good. I think this year he'll do it. He knows that he only has until a certain month until we have to sign a new lease.
Yeah.
And I had said something to him about that. And he goes, "I'll be gone before then." And I was like, you say that, but it comes and like so quickly. But so I think that those are the things I'm looking at with the new year coming, right? And to get rid of anything that was bad in this one. Like, okay, whatever happened that was shitty, it happened. We can't undo the past.
Mm-hmm.
You can just move forward in the future, and hopefully, you can make something of that. I think with my surgeries, I had my nose fixed way early, which feels like very bizarre that I've had 2 surgeries,
In 1 year?
in 1 year, which is crazy to me. With my arm, I think that that's kind of my ugly. Like I wanted to get it done and I was gung ho for it. And now not that I wish I didn't, because I'm glad I did, but man, like it is definitely it was harder than I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So, that one I'm really kind of looking forward to really getting back to what it really was. Cause it's really just kind of, I don't want to say put me in depression, but definitely gave me the, man, like
It did put you into a lower grade depression. Anytime you have a surgery, an injury, when your health is not good, it's not going to make you happy. It's going to bring you down.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully I had a lot of time off to rehab it, and I got to hang out with friends and kind of rekindle things with people I hadn't talked to in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of nice. So I think that if there's any like silver lining to it, I definitely, got to do things that I wouldn't have been able to do. Cause when you take months off, it's a lot. And some days I was like, fuck man, I can't do this anymore. Like I couldn't wait to get back to work.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like you get bored.
Mm-hmm.
The first month was the best ever. I won't lie. The first month off, even though I was in pain, it was the best month because it's like you work all this time, right? And then you finally get like weeks off and you're like, oh man, this is awesome. Like I never want to go back to work. And then, after 4 months, you're like, dude, I got to see human beings.
Yeah.
I'm worried about going back to work and not knowing how to use the computer.
Why?
Because I haven't used the software in that long.
Oh, you got this. It's
no,
like
I know it'll come back to me quickly, but I'm sure I'm going to go in there and be like, oh yeah, how do you clock in?
Yeah. Let me get you. Or
So,
have they changed anything?
No, not yet, but I knew that they were talking about getting a new software, which is great. Like we were already talking about that before I left. So at some point I'll learn a new software no matter what, but So like these are the things I think for the year that I'm just kind of like, okay, how do we get out of this kind of clean and move forward to to having a better next year?
Mm.
Because like that's something I really want to kind of have. I want to do my best to really make this next year the best I can.
I think we should be wanting to do that every year.
Absolutely. And I think most people go into it like that, or at least I try every year. I don't think
Right.
I go into years like, man, I hope it's a shitty one, but I definitely want to see where this is going to go and just kind of be optimistic, because I can be pretty pessimistic most days.
Yeah, a little bit.
So this time I think I want to go into it with like, okay, whatever happens, happens, and it's going to be for the best. And, wish all the people around me the same. Like,
Yeah.
life's hard enough. The last thing we need is something leaning on you for no good reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because, kind of, I always tell people, everything will be okay because it has to.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely true. You start looking at your years and you realize all the shit that you've gotten through, right? All your, mostly young shit. All your breakups is young people, and then marriage, then divorce. And you realize that like, man, you can get through all that shit. It sucks. But it's it's another year of learning for the next year. I think that's what the bigger thing is with this is whatever the shit you learn this year, take it into the next one.
Really, because the next one's going to be more lessons.
Look, yes. Isn't that what life has always been for us?
Oh, good Lord. But sometimes I need a break, man. I'm getting hit one after another this
You've had a pretty rough
year.
You've had a pretty rough year.
Yeah.
Like, and even on stuff that, I mean, I'm going to sound a little like hee hee ha ha, but like just your renovation is, because it's so funny. I was going through a hard drive looking for some pictures that I really needed and I can't find.
Yeah.
But then I found the renovation of my old condo.
Oh.
So when me and my wife were together, we had like the kitchen redone and everything tore out and new cabinets put in. And we had a new staircase put in. We had a bunch of shit done. And I found a bunch of pictures of like, like the ceiling open when we were putting can lights up, and the kitchen with no cupboards at all in it where they gutted it, and like it's all kinds of shit. And I was going, oh, wow. Like, look at that. Because renovations can be fucking turmoil.
Yeah.
And mine were, but nothing like yours.
Yeah, no, it's been rough. And it's been going on a year and a half now.
Yeah, that's fucking bonkers.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but how did you find a way through that without medicating?
Oh, well, I get high. I mean,
oh, okay. Well, there you go.
I am medicating.
Then you are medicating.
No, you know what? I've grown, say, in the last 15 years, a huge, grown a huge ability to be more patient, like patient in ways I never, ever thought I would be. And, I kind of see life different. I know that things happen for a reason. I know that life is short. I mean, all the cliches that we say really are backed by how life really is. And so I'm just like, in the scheme of things, is it worth it to get this pissed off? No. Is it going to be like this in 5 years? No. Is it, is this life altering where I'm never going to be the same? Not that much. Like, you're all
Right.
right. So I look at things different and I try not to let everything like bug me, because I got to tell you, I could give you about 40 things right now that I try to not think of every day just so that I have a good day. But I could give
Mhm.
you the list if you want it. Like, really, I
Right.
could give you the list, but we'd have
Yeah,
to go off air because it's a personal list and there'd be a lot of names in it too.
absolutely. I could do the exact same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And you just want to go, oh, well, this fucking thing and this fucking thing and this and
yeah.
them and theirs and
Yeah.
this thing and the other thing.
But at the end of it, like, that's just going to make us miserable. I'd rather try to ignore it or put it away or say it's not going to phase me and move on so that I'm still enjoying my life. Because,
Mhm.
one of my friends said I only have about 37 more summers. And I was like, that'll make you like 87. Okay. But when he says it like that, I only have 30 more summers. Like, are you
Right.
kidding me right now? Don't say that to me because I've passed 54. Oh
Mhm.
no, not, yeah, 54 summers. So it's like,
Yeah.
it goes so fast. So why would you let it all bother you?
Exactly. And I think that the things that are presented to you, you should take the most out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that is. If it's a new job, take it.
Take it.
If it's moving to another state, take it. If
Yeah.
that's what you want.
Yeah.
I think that, and we've talked about it on here plenty of times. I The only live once thing is kind of humorous, but I think it's you only die once.
Yeah.
So the years that you're alive, you should enjoy them.
Yep. That's
I've
absolutely true.
Yeah, I've found myself talking to people about happiness, whatever that is to you. And
Mm.
I guess that, like, I think in most cases, having things is just having things. Like,
Yeah.
you can't take none of that shit with you. None of it. Matter of fact, we've talked about it on here before. The people in your life are just going to put it in a fucking garage sale
Yep.
after everyone takes what they want.
How important is it really?
It's not.
Mm-mm.
Time.
Mm-hmm.
Time is the biggest currency there is. The currency of enjoying a fucking steak dinner on the patio.
Mm-hmm.
That's you can't purchase that time. And I think that that's where I'm at. I don't care about things. Who
You
cares?
really shouldn't, though. I when the 94 earthquake happened, I heard a saying that said, "What you covet will become your burden." And I just
Mm.
let go. I let go of everything. I had so many things that I used to like really like to look at and, and have in my possession, have it be my things. I loved those little things that I had. And then the earthquake came and just pummeled the earth
Yeah.
and everything in it. And after that, we picked it up with flat shovels and just threw it into a big trash bin and said, fuck it. Like it didn't mean anything anymore because we were so grateful that we were still alive, let alone, our closest people. We didn't have any deaths, and that was what we valued after that. And I really don't collect stuff because I don't want to have something that I have to be responsible for.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's one of those things where um you just have to let go sometimes and know that it's going to be okay.
That's it. And I think the bigger things are that's what I'm going into this new year. Like, I don't care about things. Things are just things.
Yeah.
Like, do I want a nice car that runs? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But do I need, whatever the next thing is? Do I need the new PlayStation? No. Do I
Mhm.
need, whatever your thing. Like, is it nice to vacation? Absolutely. I think that there's nothing wrong with that. But is it something that I have to do to live? No.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a luxury, and it should be a luxury. Time, but many, many moons from now, when you're laying on your deathbed, are you going to go, man, it sure was nice to go to Oregon? No, you're going to go, man, it sure was nice that I got to spend time with them. That's the thing you should covet the most. It's the people around you, obviously, family, then friends, and then your mates. Like, these are the things that should mean more than anything in the world.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going into this new year. I do my best to not worry about getting things anymore.
No, I don't know that I've been into getting things in a long, long time. I'd rather give things than get things.
That's me. I love giving gifts, and it's the death of me, I'm sure.
Yeah. But see, I'm just not, I don't know. It kind of makes me uncomfortable. And I don't like when people that I get something for say that I made them uncomfortable by getting them something, but I feel the same way. I mean, I think we all go through, if we're a certain type of person.
I used to be really bad at that. Actually, I am really bad at it. But I will tell you, over the last year and a half or so, I did my best to take gifts with a smile.
Yeah.
Generally, I'm really bad at it. But I will tell you that I got some gifts from people, and I was, I didn't go, oh, you shouldn't have. I just said, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them are like the best gifts I've ever got.
Mm-hmm.
Like things that I use daily that I would have never thought, oh,
yeah,
I would want one of those. So it's kind of cool. But that's my new thing too, is I go, oh, thank you very much. And I don't try to look deep into it anymore, because I would always be like, oh, why'd you do that? You don't need to get me anything.
Yeah.
Just because I look at it from my point of view, because I give stuff to people and I'm sure that they go, oh, they didn't have to get me this. And I go, yeah, but it's something I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I got to stop being hypocritical.
I learned that, that a lot of men, or that especially men in my circle, they really have the hardest time with gifts, and they don't want anything that's not practical. And so trying to be a girl and still want to give whatever they want to give, and then the men be able to receive it, has become a little bit unusual. For instance, I have a friend that's very, I don't need anything. I make my own money. I'm going to do what I want to do, and blah, blah, blah. And, right. he really doesn't need anybody, and he's quite the cactus, right? So he doesn't want people a certain level of closeness, I think, just as a way to protect himself. But girls don't listen to that. They're just not that way, and they're always pushing the closeness thing. And I guess I'm just as guilty as the next one. But he said, do you buy guys flowers? Like, that's emasculating them, and that's this and that. And I'm like, is it though? I mean, don't they deserve flowers? He's like, well, they don't get treated like that. Women have to have flowers all the time, and yada, yada, yada. He went on. And he's like, if you buy flowers for guys, don't buy flowers for me. And I said, you don't like getting flowers? He goes, no, I don't. So when we go out on our motorcycle runs, I always buy the snacks. It's just, he buys the lunches, I buy the snacks. We do our thing, whatever we do.
Right.
And
you have your thing.
And so I bought the snacks before that. And then I took acrylic markers, and I drew flowers all over the bag. And I'm like, you got the practical and you got the flowers. Now what? It's almost me taunting him and being an ass, just because I
You think?
Who's got to get the last word? I do. But in a way, it was good because it taught me how to be creative. And I think that it really touched him, even though he's never going to tell me that.
Sure.
But I did see the bag after he ate the contents of the bag out of it on his refrigerator. And he goes, "Oh, I put my flowers on the refrigerator. Did you see it?" And so it's almost like we're making little steps to bridge the gap, but it's so funny because I'm realizing I'm a pain in the ass. When it comes to being a friend, I go into people's spaces that they don't want me in. We talk about stuff that they don't want to talk about. I guess I really that bad of a person? I do. I go into everybody's. I know everything about everybody. It's just
I don't think it's a bad thing.
That's you're shaking your head.
Here's my thing, though. This is how I'll put it, though. I've known you so long.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like 2 people in my life ever have called me Robbie. 2, my mom and you. And about 3 years ago, I said, please don't call me that anymore. And you didn't stop. So I gave up.
It's not, you got to understand, that's your name in my head. It's not
that's what I mean. That's why I was just okay. And I even told somebody else, I was like, you can't help yourself. You've done it for so long that that's nature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I said, whatever, but I wouldn't say that you're a pain in the ass. You're just very, you're very upfront.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't like that.
Yeah.
And I mean people in general, because I say shit in front of people and sometimes I can see the eyes open more or their jaw drop a hair.
Yeah.
Or I'll say stupid jokes. Someone made a joke. Someone said something about France and I was like, yeah, but they're pussies. And it got really quiet. And I was like, it's a World War II joke and no one got it. So, and they were younger and maybe it wasn't. But then to me, I was like, my son's younger than you and he gets it. He thought it was funny. So, but I get it. I don't think you're a pain in the ass. This is what I would do. Do you guys have a Hobby Lobby over there by you?
I do.
You go in and buy him a flower that won't die. The ones that are in that section on the far side that you can make and just go, here you go. You go, see now, don't feel bad. It cost me $3. It will never die. You can glue a magnet to it and throw it on your fridge.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I got further with painting the flowers on the bag of his nuts. And then
whoa. You painted flowers on his nuts?
I did.
Tina.
I always buy some sort of nut, either a peanut or a cashew or an almond. We always have nuts because the fear is at some point you could get you could stall out. You have to have snacks with you when you're on a bike because we go out into these places where there is nothing. So you don't want to go without. So I always buy nuts and maybe a payday bar and some beef jerky. I grab a couple bottles of water, so I always have nuts. And then I just bought them early and put all the little flowers on it. And I said, look, I painted on your nuts. And maybe that is, I was probably being a pain in the ass with that because he's like, this bitch, but later on he liked it. But I made it to where I was going to notice that he was going to like it, so I don't know. Maybe I'm a pain in the ass. I don't care.
I don't think so. And I think that these are the things that make us who we are.
Yeah.
Right. And look, if you look at people, that's the other thing going into this new year. I was talking to somebody one day and I was like, man, you're a lot.
Oh.
And it went over about that good too.
I know. You shouldn't say
but
that.
yeah, I know. But
to anybody.
You know, like I said, I say things that I say dumb shit. I have a shirt that actually says that on it.
I say dumb shit.
I say dumb shit. And I do. I say dumb shit all the time. It's gotten me in trouble with so many people. But this person said something right back, said, if I'm too much, find somebody else.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, touche. And I think that's the truth.
Yeah.
Like you can't be mad at somebody for that. Like, okay, well, if you can't handle certain people, it's kind of like you. If people can't handle you of who you are, then find somebody else.
But nobody's going to have more fun with you than I would. I always say that.
Yeah,
nobody will make it as much fun as I can.
And look, I think that we're all a lot.
We're supposed to be a lot.
In our own certain ways. And I don't think that anything is meant to be hurtful or said. It's, I've been told to my face that I was a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, by someone that I really, really cared about. It was just like, you're a lot, pretty much called obsessive, which was kind of odd, but probably the truth at the time. So I think, once you have time to sit back and think about what you've said to people, you have to do the biggest thing in the world is look in the mirror. You also, you can't go throwing you're too much in someone's face when you have to realize you're probably just as much the same.
And we oftentimes as people pick people that we mirror. So what we don't like about someone else is normally what we really don't like about ourselves. Yeah, so who's really a lot at that part, or at that point, I say you're running from a lot because it's you. It's you that's having the issues.
I think it's funny too, because like I've ran into two people actually that remind me a lot of my mom.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's going to happen for the next, I don't even know how long.
And it's funny because like people don't know how to take that, because like I really didn't have a great relationship with my mom, but that's not why. Like I didn't have because when I was with my mom's great. Yeah. But it's like certain things about these people that I was like, oh man, you're a lot like my mom. But they've said the same thing for years about women, that they try to find someone who's a lot like their dad. So, there's a lot to be said about that. I know we're kind of going off the rails, but that is it. And I think going into next year, I'm going to do my best with everyone to communicate much better instead of being a dick.
What do you mean by being a dick? Because I don't see you really being a dick.
I can be.
Nah, I don't know. I don't agree with that.
I can be. I mean, me and you have a totally different relationship. I think that's why.
Right.
I can be kind of a dick. I can kind of go into a shell, even though I can talk a lot. My thing too, I think with any kind of, I haven't been around any kind of relationship in so long that I'm just not good at it. So, I think. Oh no! That's the truth.
You're picking people that are non-committal, that are in situations they shouldn't be in, that have been dragged through the mud, that are broken, that are you're like.
We're all
no,
broken.
You especially are really a good person when somebody needs you, or when somebody needs something. You're really good at being there and being supportive and being that one. But it's almost like to me, I feel like you picked the impossible.
I've always been told that I picked the wounded bird.
Yeah. But there's, that doesn't make you a horrible person. That doesn't even make you a lot.
Oh, no.
And
I am a lot for a lot of different reasons that without getting too deep into
I agree.
them,
You are. But
I can be a lot.
those are the funny thing is those are Robb's ways. That's the cool thing about it. Like everybody says you're a lot, but I don't find you a lot. I see you being Robb. I see you being, this person, and that's what makes you likable. So fuck them if they say you're too much.
And I also think that we're at an age now where you just take less shit.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
You know what? With all the shit you take, and I'm glad you're cutting back on that.
Yeah,
you've taken.
No, but
a lot.
I mean, in general. I think just in general, like you just don't take as much shit anymore.
No,
and I mean from everything.
Anybody, yeah,
or just anything. It's like I just don't take that anymore. It's like
right.
Or if someone's like, without, I don't want to get like down any kind of political wormhole, but I just don't like, I'll go on my Facebook for shits and I see all this shit. Cause I have a lot of friends who we don't agree politically.
Okay.
So I'll see posts and I just roll my eyes now, where in the past I'd be like, hold on. And I would fucking just couldn't wait to stir the pot. Couldn't wait. Like I enjoy it.
Well, sometimes you just got to. Let's start off with that. But other times maybe you should let it run.
I would always do it. Like I had fun doing it. I like to make people angry. So, but I think that has a lot to do with being a bad guy for 20 years in wrestling. And that was my job, to make people not like me. So my thing now is step back. That's my thing for the new year. Step back. I'm not going to engage in people's shit anymore. Right. Like and at the end of the day, it's not up to me to, you know what I mean? Like people have their own shit that they're not taking care of, or they're not big enough to go, oh, it's my fault. Right. And it's a lot of people, but there's some that are just like, they'll talk mad shit, but don't look in the closet to see their own skeletons when it was your fucking fault in the first place. Yes. So go fuck yourself. And that's where I am at for the new year. I'm just going to go, nah, no more. I don't care what you say. Doesn't matter. Because you're part of the problem too, that you won't even admit it to everyone else. Yeah. So no, not anymore. I'm sick of being the scapegoat too for people. Yeah. No, I'm just not going to do it anymore. Life's too short. I'm going to enjoy the people that I really want in my life. Yes. And I'm going to tell them that, yeah, you're the one I want in my life. And to the people who aren't in my life anymore for whatever fucking reason, and there's plenty, either, come say hi and awesome and let's be cordial, or go fuck yourself. Yes. Like that's really it.
There's you say go fuck yourself more.
Yeah. Well, I won't have to. They'll know. Right. Like, I mean, because look, it's too short. Like, if you got a good thing, fucking roll with it. If you don't, Like I said, the people in my life that are doing well, the people that I've had relations with over the last however long, 2 of them are married. So I think that the way I look at it now is they were supposed to meet me so they could meet the ones they were supposed to be with. Yep. So, and whatever that means. And I'm happy for both. I don't even want to, I'm super happy. So good for them. Say hi, and anything else. It's a new year. We need to enjoy these years while we have them. because we were talking the other day off air about like, high school reunions are coming again and our 40th is coming soon.
Nah.
And I was wondering how many people are going to be dead now. I know it's morbid.
There could be quite a few.
We're getting to the age where there is going to be quite a few. And it's going to be wild stuff where we didn't see it coming. So, I think looking on it, live. I'm going to live. I'm going to tell everybody how I feel.
Hell yeah.
And if they want to be in my life, cool. If they don't, good on you.
Hell yeah.
Because too short. I want to have good times. There's nothing better than time with people.
Especially
some of the best
people you don't have to convince they should be around you, but people that actually want to be around you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Some of the best times I've had in the last year have been eating with people in their houses or off a barbecue.
Right.
Actually, the last 2 years, best times. I mean, and I've gone to concerts, which were good too. But I mean, a lot of the time has just been sitting, interacting with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Best times I've had
being
in the last 2
moment.
Years. And I'm going to do that going forward.
Yeah.
That's I want more of that. I want more of, hey.
I want to see that.
Yeah. Because that's it. So that's going to be my thing for the new year. And it's going to be also with my kid and his girlfriend. We had a good time over Thanksgiving and over Christmas. She came down both times. It was awesome. So I'm trying to enjoy all that kind of time because I know that's going to go away.
Yeah, it is.
So this year, me and the kid, I think we're going to spend some time cooking steaks and eating baked potatoes and having people over that mean the most to us.
That's awesome.
What about you? What's your thing for the new year?
I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because I'm pretty damn fantastic these days on my own, in my own head. I'm like, you know what? I don't need anybody's acceptance. I don't give a shit what people have to say anymore. I've come to realize that I got me and I could do this. Like I'm not somebody that's a weak bird that's going to have any sort of issues. I don't know why I said weak bird because I don't think that, but like, somebody that can't handle my shit. I think I got it now. I'm cool with who I am in my own body, in my own person. I'm really liking me these days. Still a little bit batshit crazy. Still do a few things that I'm like, really, teen? Did you really need to do that? But yes, I did. Because if I have to have a deathbed and I'm laying on it and I don't have some good fucking stories, then I'm doing something wrong. And that's just what I'm claiming. I'm just going to have fun. And if it's a mistake, oh, well, nobody's going to die. And if it comes out to be something miraculous, then fuck yeah, I did it. I'm just going to own it and have fun.
Totally. Yeah. And at the end of next year, we'll be talking about the good, bad, and the ugly.
Right.
And hopefully there's more good than bad.
There is.
And everyone's lives around us have moved forward for the best.
For whatever they needed to do.
That's it. Yeah. Right now it's me and my dog and my kid. That's it.
You know what? Right now it's just me, Rob. It's just me.
That's perfect.
Like, I don't have anything. I've chose to not have anything. I've been wanting to get a dog, but I'm like, no, you don't want a dog. I want, want to be in a relationship, but I don't want to be in a relationship.
That's a lot of work.
What's that?
Both of those are a lot of work.
Right. And I got a good life. Like my life is good. It's not bad. I mean, am I living exactly the way that I want to be in every way, shape, or form? No, but if life was perfect, then what the hell am I doing here?
Right. Yeah.
So
I agree. Look, I think that, we're in two totally different places in life, I think, because
for sure
you've only been divorced a little bit.
5 years.
Yeah. I've been
3 years.
I've been divorced like this will be 16 or 17 years. So for me, I think it's like, I want a relationship. but it's work.
It's work.
And you know, I love my dog, but man, he's work. Like, it's a lot of work.
You get up even when it's raining to have to take him out. That's some BS.
I'm up at 5 a.m. He's at the park with me. I take care of my dog, but he's a great dog. I can't complain. He loves people. But these are the things that we have to enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, enjoy the people that are around you. Like, don't let them get away from you. And, you know, our friend who doesn't live far from you, you know, they even said to me like, oh, you should come out and me, Teen, and we'll go get food. And I was like, cool.
I want to do that.
Yeah. So, and I was like, I told him, I go, let's do Chi-Chi's. She's like, oh, all right. That sounds, you know them. They're like, okay. I was like, perfect. So,
I'm all about it. Set it up.
Yeah,
let's go. Because I got time.
Yeah. Well, I'll talk to them.
As long as my dad stays healthy, I got time.
Yeah. I mean, and I have I have a few more weeks of shoulder time. So
you got nothing but time to go do Chi-Chi's with us. So.
I have exactly. Who's going to not go get pasta and bread? It's the best thing in the world.
And be entertained by three of the funniest people ever. Like all three of us together are stupid.
Oh yeah. That table's going to be loud. We're going to get in trouble. Look, enjoy what we have left of this year. And if you're listening to this on New Year's Eve, you only have hours. Enjoy whatever meal you're having tonight and drink responsibly.
Please.
Because I plan on it. I plan on drinking very responsibly and probably a lot.
Well, if you want to come over, we're going to be here.
Yeah, I'll have to see. You know me, I don't like driving.
I know, you can always stay.
Yeah, but then here's the funny thing. I talk about doing that. I'll go to bed at midnight and I'll still be up at 5 to take my dog to the park the next morning. So, you know, I'm a nut.
Responsible dog owner. Gotta love you.
Yeah. So, and I mean, I don't know. I say that now, but you're right. I could be at your place or I could be, you know, down the street. Me and the kid, we can walk to a bar.
Yeah.
Like it's right around the corner. And there's a really good Mexican food place literally around the corner from me, Teen, that has some of the best margaritas ever. They're so good. Me and a friend and him and his girlfriend went there one night and all of us had 2 each and ate. And when we walked home, I was like, holy shit. Like I was a happy camper. Happy. So,
nice.
Yeah, it's a good place too. It's if you ever come this way, we'll and actually they have really good tacos too. They have good Mexican food.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Anyway, people, enjoy your evening, and you know, let's make this next year the best we can. Squash shit with people that you have issues with, and move forward.
Or let go of it so you don't have to carry it into next year.
That's it. There you go. Just so you know, Teen, and I'll say it on the air. You know that we're pushing 10,000 downloads.
Ooh.
We got about 300 more. So soon enough.
Nice.
And look, you can check us out on the social medias. I've been doing way better. I've been posting.
Thank you.
I've been doing well. And look, it's the Opinion Show. Don't get it twisted. Keep coming back every Wednesday. I'm Rob. That's Tina. We'll see you next year.
Happy New Year.